Admitted sex offender Anthony Weiner and his estranged wife Huma Abedin arrived separately to appear before Judge Michael Katz at the Supreme Court of New York for a hearing over their divorce on Wednesday. In the hearing, Weiner was visibly upset, huffing and puffing while Abedin remained mostly expressionless. The hearing was brief, a prelude to what could be a long and acrimonious proceeding, although the judge stated that both wanted to resolve the divorce amicably. The hearing came just days before Weiner is scheduled to be sentenced for texting obscene material to a 15-year-old girl on September 25. Abedin, 41, a close aide to Hillary Clinton, filed for divorce on May 19, the same day Weiner, 53, pleaded guilty to federal obscenity charges related to explicit messages he sent to the teenager. The former political power couple's 7-year marriage was strained by Weiner's repeated sexting relationships with numerous women, including a college student, a porn star and a Las Vegas blackjack dealer. The divorce case is contested, as Abedin is seeking full custody of their 5-year-old son. Scroll down for video. During the hearing, Judge Katz acknowledged the two wanted to resolve their divorce amicably and added that he hoped to help them work something out that would work for their family. He said, "I certainly would encourage you to try to work out a plan together with your attorney's assistance. It certainly would be better for your son if he could do that. It would save you a lot of stress. Hopefully the financials can be worked out amicably as well." When the lawyers for the two parties went into a back room with the judge, the once happy couple moved to sit next to each other and talk quietly. Abedin seemed to dominate the conversation while keeping a cool expression, at one point smiling, while Weiner could not match her poker face. Both of their lawyers asked for privacy in the matter, but the judge allowed for a photographer to enter the courtroom because their attempts to keep their separation under wraps has not been successful. Although they arrived separately, the two walked into the Manhattan courtroom together and then hurriedly left the building after 30 minutes, having a black car whisk them away. Abedin stood by Weiner through recurrent sex scandals that destroyed his career, but the final straw for their marriage was Weiner's months-long sexting relationship with a high school sophomore. DailyMail.com first reported last September on Weiner's online affair with the teenager, during which he allegedly asked her to dress up in schoolgirl outfits and participate in rape fantasies. The story prompted an FBI investigation into Weiner, when investigators stumbled across previously undisclosed emails from Clinton's private email server on Weiner's laptop. The discovery led FBI Director James Comey to reopen his investigation into Clinton's emails just days before the presidential election, a move Clinton has blamed in part for her election loss. Abedin, who worked with Clinton for 2 decades and was a senior campaign aide, was said to be devastated after hearing the news. "When we heard this, Huma looked stricken," wrote Clinton in her new book What Happened. "Anthony had already caused so much heartache. And now this." Abedin told Clinton, "This man is going to be the death of me," before bursting into tears. Clinton said her longtime aide's anguish broke my heart and made her determined to stand by Abedin despite the damage to her campaign. The devastating revelation was one of many Abedin endured during her 7-year marriage to Weiner. The couple first met in 2001 when Weiner was a first-term congressman and Abedin was an aide to then-Senator Hillary Clinton. Abedin was 25 at the time and already a seasoned Clinton insider, having worked with the former First Lady from the time she was 19. Weiner has admitted he was interested in Abedin immediately, but said didn't ask her out to drinks until they bumped into each other that summer in Martha's Vineyard. The date didn't go well. Abedin ordered a cup of tea and quickly ditched Weiner, according to his account. But they reconnected romantically in 2007. After Abedin sent Weiner a flirty text message during the State of the Union to thank him for sitting next to Clinton at the speech. "I appreciate you looking out for my boss," she wrote. At the time, Weiner was a rising star among House Democrats due to his combative style and regular appearances on cable news shows. Abedin, meanwhile, was one of the closest confidants to the woman who was expected to win the Democratic presidential nomination the following year. Weiner and Abedin quickly cemented themselves as a political power couple and were engaged by 2009. They married in 2010 in a lavish celebration at Ohiga Castle on Long Island, a venue that runs $100,000 for the average wedding, with Abedin wearing a custom Oscar de la Renta gown and Bill Clinton officiating the cere.